Hello and welcome to Adams Publishing Group's Focus Training Program. Over the past 8 to 10 months, we've assembled and compiled great information to share with you in a successive program, meaning each module you will watch will complement the one you just finished, and your skill set as a multimedia advertising professional will increase as each video is viewed. We hope you enjoy the format, the simplicity, and the content presented to you by the training committee with input, feedback, and material collaborated by the Adams Publishing Group's Revenue Task Force. It includes communication, advertising and marketing, basic sales training, product training, and more. My name is Steve Rosen, your host. Here we go. Welcome to Communication 105, Miss Manners and Mr. Wonderful. You know, back in the late 70s, an author by the name of Judith Martin wrote a book about manners and etiquette. Since then, she's been in thousands of newspapers across the country multiple times a week with columns and advice for those who want to be the best at communicating and building relationships. For those who want to be seen as someone above the norm and someone approachable at any given day, at any given time. Her column is Miss Manners, and if you aren't familiar with them, I strongly suggest you Google some of her advice and review. Everything she offers is relevant to today. However, we're going to focus on just a few key strategies that will continue to help build your relationship and enhance your communication. Thank you notes. Today, everyone texts, everyone emails, everyone IMs. How many of us take the time to actually handwrite a thank you note to a client who just made their first investment with you, or after months and months and months of putting you off, finally met with you, or simply told you that they're looking forward to working with you? Probably not too many of us. This is where you jump ahead of the competition and become front and center in your clients' minds. Go to a local store that sells thank you cards, spend a few bucks, take 2 minutes to write a quick note and mail it to your client. You will be amazed at the speed in which you continue to strengthen your relationship. Hold the door open for another. Whether you're heading into a location and a customer follows you in or is trying to leave, hold the door for them. Whether you're taking your client out to lunch or out for coffee, hold the door for them. Be courteous whenever and wherever possible. What message does this send? That you put others first. Big bonus in developing relationships and crafting others' perceptions of you. Do unto others. Those who are cynical may say, do unto others first, then run as fast as you can the other way. Okay, whatever. How about simply treating other people the way you want to be treated? Amazing how often what you give is what you get. Or as the new radical's saying, you get what you give. Think about that and put that into your everyday MO. Shaking hands is the bomb unless you're a germaphobe. You don't have to cut off circulation or break somebody's fingers, but a very polite yet firm handshake can go a long way in building your relationship. It's the touch part of our senses that we didn't cover in the last video for a reason. This is really the only appropriate time to introduce or touch somebody else in the relationship building process. People I've known for years still shake hands with me and me with them because it's the right thing to do. When I was in global marketing, was in France, the company president walked around every morning to the entire team and said hello, shook their hands and thanked them for coming to work, wishing them a great day. Do you think he has great relationships with his workers? Well, I do. I witnessed it. More business etiquette? Sure. Here are a few items that make the most sense. Arrive on time. Remember the appreciation factor from Spear. Don't waste other people's times. Dress appropriately. Don't overdress or underdress for your sales calls. Know your town, know what's expected. I was once in an industry where our clients were blue collar, in the field, utility workers. I interviewed a guy who came for his meeting with me in a $2,000 suit, $150 tie and $400 shoes. I explained to him this job was jeans and a polo shirt in the summer and jeans and a company logoed Carhartt in the winter. He said he understood that and he'd be fine with the audience. We agreed that he'd come on board as a salesperson, and as he was leaving, he asked me if he could ask one more question. I said, sure, to which his question was, Brooks Brothers is having a great sale on white button-down collar dress shirts. Can I buy a few and get the logo on them? I laughed and said, why not? He was the best salesperson I hired in that role, and he wore his highly starched button-down Brooks Brothers shirts for about 2 months. Then he adapted accordingly. We did wear those shirts for trade shows and exhibitions, though. We looked great. Throwing others under the bus is just bad mojo for everyone involved. You know the old saying, if you can't say something nice about someone, don't say anything at all. Avoid gossip or eavesdropping. People love to gossip. We all do, but you have to know your audience and what they tolerate and how they respond. The only way to know who you can gossip to is by creating an exceptional relationship, which occurs by being an exceptional communicator. Don't interrupt. We have so much knowledge, so much enthusiasm for our products and services, so much to offer that we sometimes talk more than we listen. Remember in our last video, we discussed using our 2 ears and 1 mouth proportionally. It's very easy to drop a vulgarity, but all that really does is to take you down a notch in the perception of the person you're talking with. Think about it. Consume food and drink correctly. Pretty simple. Don't drink or overdrink, and never order the spaghetti. Nothing good can come from ordering pasta at a business meeting. Common courtesy is as important as common sense. Having both makes you become a first-class communicator, which in turn builds your relationships, which in turn builds your client base, which in turn builds your revenue. Thanks for watching.